mentioned bunker planning and bunker procurement a few times as well. So I just wanted to get sort of a bit of background on that as well. How did it used to sort of happen, and what are we doing to make it more intelligent and more efficient?
Yeah. So again, there are different stakeholders within a shipping organization which are involved in deciding how much fuel should be procured, what kind of fuel should be procured for the vessel, and where should it be procured from. And those different stakeholders, for example, is the ship staff, the operators or operations team sitting ashore, and then the bunker department. I mean, it could be a different organization in different shipping companies, but mainly these are the three main stakeholders. So let's say in any given condition, we have to decide which fuel should I buy and how much should I buy. So the operators normally ask the master or the chief engineer to calculate how much fuel they have in their tanks, how much will they burn in this route or this voyage, and what capacity they will have at next port. So that means that they have already limited their decision to saying next port. And then someone will be looking at saying, what is the remaining distance? If I proceed at 12 knots, how much will I consume? And without thinking that maybe if the weather is adverse, then I will consume more. If the weather is favorable, then I might consume less.
So in a way, like simple.
It's a simple ton per mile
calculation.
Exactly.
Kind of,
This information will be then given to the operators, who will then go to say, okay, is there any commercial constraints? Then they will go to bunker department and say, okay, please buy this bunker at this and this port. So that means there are very limited data points used in this decision. And most of it is based, as we said, on a very simple plus minus calculation. What we have brought onto our users' computers is that using these advanced optimization algorithms, now they can decide to a very high level of accuracy on which fuel to buy, how much of it to buy, so that we don't buy additional fuel. And where should we buy it? Should we buy it at next port? Or can we do the next voyage without buying another fuel, because then we'll be going to another place where the bunker can be cheaper?
So we actually put in sort of the actual price, the dynamic prices in the different ports to plan where to bunker.
Yes. And then again, using our same fuel models, same voyage optimization algorithm, which we are using in voyage optimization and weather routing, also bringing that dynamics also into bunker planning. So it is quicker, it is more accurate, and first of all is that you don't really bind a lot of money in buying the fuel which you do not require. A simple example is the vessels which you normally charter from a ship owner, and you have an obligation to give those ships back with a certain amount of fuel. And if you cannot calculate accurately how much you should put on board now, so that by the end of the voyage, then you have to redeliver it back to the ship owner, then you don't have really additional fuel which you then deliver with the ship, and then someone has to pay back. So you are basically acting as a bank for someone else, because they'll be using your fuel. So that is the first step in the bunker process, which is planning. Once you have planned, then you have to go out in the market and then buy the bunker. So through our bunker procurement solution, we again looking at the past historic data, we on the price intelligence, on the how the markets are changing in the fuel, and based on that, then you can put an order out in the market. And then there are different parts of that as well. That you have to analyze: are you getting what you are buying? Or are you buying at the right time? So there are so many different factors which were being decided by based on people's own experiences and guesses.
Like trust and relationships, and is that sort of the way it was?
It was, definitely. And now we are bringing in saying, okay, all these decisions should be made based on the data.
To add a layer on top of the relationships, I guess.
They are still a relationship. Shipping is still a very relationship-based system. But it should not result in you losing anything because you didn't have insight into.
No. So we provide some transparency to make it easier to buy bunker at the right price and the right locations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then another thing is like this is all what we said is the advantages of using digital solutions.
Yeah.
But if we look at another perspective is that it is making it easier to make these decisions.
Yeah.
Because algorithms are doing it for you to a high level of accuracy within, as I said, 20 to 30 seconds. You can plan a route from US Gulf to Singapore, which is like 35 days passage.
Yeah.